Man cave. Sitting on my ass on the computer type of life. A lot of people are living that life. I'm really trying to figure out at the moment where are operating systems really heading right now and where are they right now compared to about 10 years ago. We're talking about optimization. Also with Linux, what's great about Linux is that you don't really have to worry about any graphics cards. I think we should go more into the victims of technology and address those victims of technology and quit talking about what they are coming up with. What kind of a new gadget is coming out. Instead, let's talk about the victims of that technology. You, me, everybody you see. What has it brought into being? But really, with Linux distros, it's pretty much the same. At least my experience with Photoshop is that it's really a kind of shitty software, like why use it? Okay, so next let's talk about that video game addiction. One of the great things about Linux or something like Chrome OS is that you can't play games really on these platforms. Here's a microphone. You can talk to this thing. What's great about it is that it doesn't reply. I kind of have two personalities. The other one is the silent dude wearing the headphones and focusing. Next we could talk about if the information available on the internet is really that valuable or useful or healthy even. Why not just read books? Well, I realized at some point that the internet is filled with garbage. There's so much garbage data on the internet. I don't know why, but websites have become such a big part of so many people's lives. Websites. Even though the basic premise of a website is so mundane. It's just images and text and, click this button over here, you get this function, it's so mundane. So fed up with what's there, turns to the camera, places a fucking camera there. How many websites do you really have to go through until you realize that inside of that box, there's nothing too much exciting there? I am a victim of the technological world. The internet is also quite addictive. It's hard to even imagine what you would do with that time. I realized that there's a lot of people in the world that are really not living to sit on their ass all day on the computer type of living. I have kind of felt that maybe I have given up on the idea that I could make my life into something else than just this sitting on their ass on the computer type of life. And then I went outside, from this kind of cave dweller mentality. Okay, let's go outside and see what happens. Man cave. Trying to find those rare video games from their young days. Trying to live in their childhood, so to say. I was that guy in the school who had the Super Nintendo. And I only had a couple of games on it. Just Final Fantasy 3 and Chrono Trigger. But now I have become this wealthy, just gamer galore. And I have all these games and they have these shelves upon shelves upon shelves upon shelves. I had a very wise man tell me in my young adulthood that instead of those video games on your shelf, what if there were books? All those video games, all the time, you spend it reading books and see what happens. It's a whole different world. What are you going to do? Because you can't go back in time. Like in Doctor Who, you cannot go to the world where the internet didn't exist. You cannot go to the world or the time where there was only computers like the Commodore. Victim of technology anymore. I want to become instead a master of technology. The experience is going to be very much the same as with you, for example, quitting drinking in a culture that is very, alcohol consuming, like Finlandia. I don't drink at all. It's an experience of like, holy shit. You guys, this is so... You look at it from an outsider perspective. Fucking stoners, just like this kind of on their face, play some video game controller, nothing happening between their fucking ears, fucking shit. Who knows what they do in their bedrooms? Okay, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. There was one YouTuber who said that it's one of the biggest traps in self-development, that when you make drastic changes in your life, that other people are gonna change with you, or that are going to like, or are going to even approve of what you are doing. Played a couple of hours this game and I was kind of hyped about this, but what is this about really? What is this fucking Google really doing to us with this? What is their fucking goal with this?